Let me ask you something. If you knew that doing one thing for just 90 days could positively change your life, would you do it? Stick with me to the end, because the real answer is something you might not expect. All right, let's talk about it. Now, generally, it can take between 21 to 90 days to break a habit. Of course, the exact timeline depends on a few different factors. A long-term habit like daily drinking or drug use over several years, that usually takes longer to break than something newer or less frequent. But the 90-day timeline, that's generally accepted in recovery. So, what happens to you in the first 90 days? What are the challenges you can expect? It can be the hardest and the best experience of your life. And I've got 6 powerful tools and 1 spiritual truth, the secret, that'll help you make it through. My name's Glenn, and I'm a recovered alcoholic. And I was addicted to alcohol for 40 years, and by the grace of God, I've been sober now for over 5,000 days. Everything I share is just my opinion and comes from my experience in recovery. Your first 90 days in recovery, it's like stepping out of a fog and into the light. But here's the thing. At first, that light can be blinding. You're suddenly facing life without your usual helper. No numbing, no escaping, no shortcuts. It's just you, and it's raw. But it's also where the miracle begins. These first 90 days are your foundation. This is where healing starts. It's not polished, it's not glamorous, but it's honest, and it's yours. Think of it this way. Every day you stay sober, you're building a new house, brick by brick. It's nothing like the house you used to live in, but it's a new house. You're building it from scratch, and we're not the best builders in the world. So let's talk about the physical changes you can expect in the first 30 to 60 days. What actually happens in your body those first few weeks. Because it's real, and sometimes it hits like a truck. You might notice your sleep goes haywire. One night you're up till 3 a.m., the next night you sleep till 12 noon, and still wake up exhausted. Some people sweat through their sheets. Others feel like they've got the flu. And yes, you might find yourself reaching for sugar, craving. That's your brain. It's begging for dopamine. If you need that cookie, candy, or soda, take it for now. Ice cream was my downfall, but hey, listen, it's better than relapse. Then there's brain fog, that fuzzy, disconnected feeling like your thoughts are floating around in soup. Yeah, it can be frustrating, but it doesn't last forever. And here's the good news. During that 30 to 60 day mark, most people begin to feel their energy return. It's not the fake energy from caffeine or adrenaline or sugar. It's real, it's clean, and it's yours. Now, let's talk about the mental and emotional challenges during those first 90 days. Ready? Buckle up, because one day you're fine. The next day, yeah, you're crying in the grocery store parking lot because they ran out of your favorite potato chip. You know, that's normal. So your emotions are coming back. They're getting back online. It's messy. It's healing. But your mind might try to play tricks on you. I've done great so far. Just one drink, just one hit. I can control it. That voice will come, but here's the trick. Talk back. Say out loud, that's not me anymore. You'll start noticing things too. Old habits and certain triggers, even memories that were buried under years of substance use. But don't run away. This is awareness. It's the start of real freedom. You know, some days you'll feel anxious or depressed. It's normal. It doesn't mean that you're doing it wrong. It means you're human. And that's where faith, support, and honesty come in. And then one day something shifts. You hear something funny and you laugh, and it's real. Somebody says, hey, you look different. And for the first time, you feel proud. Not because you're perfect, but because you're alive. You're changing more than you have in a long time. Okay, so here are my 6 keys to unlock sobriety that I promised you. Let's go to the whiteboard. Number 1, go to meetings. Join a group. Don't isolate. Recovery happens in community. Get to a meeting even when it feels awkward. You need people who get it. Number 2, get honest with one person. Find one person you can tell the truth to. No masks, no filters, just you, being real. That's where healing starts. Number 3, change your environment. People, places, things, they matter. If your old crew or old routines are pulling you down, it's time to make a change. Your peace is worth it. Number 4, create a daily routine. Sobriety loves structure, even something simple. Wake up, make coffee, make your bed, take a walk. Your brain needs consistency more than chaos right now. Number 5, journal every day. It doesn't have to be poetry, just jot down how you feel. What you're thinking, what you're learning. Some days writing it out will keep you from giving up. And number 6, pray or meditate. Even if you're unsure what you believe, just talk to God or your higher power. Sobriety isn't a solo mission. Ask for help and listen for the answers. So there you have it. That's the 6 keys that unlock sobriety. At least they did for me, and I believe they can for you too. Just give it a chance. Now, for the secret that I mentioned earlier, if you've never heard of the Serenity Prayer, this is what I call the secret. Of course, it's only a secret if you're not aware of it. And most people who've achieved sobriety are very familiar with the Serenity Prayer. And here it is. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That prayer, it's not magic words. It's a mindset. It's where power meets humility. Triggers will come out of nowhere. A smell, a song, a memory, and suddenly you'll feel that itch. That's when you slow down, breathe, call someone, journal, and use the Serenity Prayer. I used it all the time, sometimes once an hour, until the cravings or the anxiety stopped. It worked for me, and I believe it'll work for you too. It reminds me of the Seinfeld episode called Serenity Now. It was funny. Check it out. It's okay to laugh in sobriety. This is also the time when relationships shift as well. Maybe you reconnect with people who matter, or maybe you set boundaries with people who drain you. That's not selfish. That's sobriety. Start thinking about what kind of life you want to build. New goals, new dreams, new peace. And here's where things start to click. You begin to realize sobriety isn't about what you're losing, it's about what you're gaining. You show up for work or your family with clarity. You start laughing again. You remember your purpose. You may even help somebody else. These last 30 days are your launching pad. You're not just sober, you're becoming someone new. You might feel stronger. You might still feel shaky. But either way, you're healing. This is your time, your season of change, your beginning. So let's go back to that question from the start. If you knew that doing one thing for 3 months could change your life positively, would you do it? The truth is, you don't just get sober. You get yourself back. You get to rebuild your life with integrity, purpose, and strength. You get to become someone who doesn't just survive, but someone who thrives. And after all, isn't that what God wants? Your higher power wants? And you don't have to do it alone. If you're willing to take the next step, God will walk with you one day at a time. That's what the first 90 days look like. Messy and hard. That's right, but life-changing. If this video gave you some insight into your first 90 days, leave a comment, share your story, or just say, day one. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know you're out there. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss another message of hope and healing. You're stronger than you think, and you've got this. God bless you, and God bless our veterans. And remember, somebody out there loves you.